Hi everyone, it's me again, Matt, and this is officially the first day of my anti-inflammatory diet. As you remember from my previous videos, I decided to do the anti-inflammatory diet for a variety of reasons, and I was going to start yesterday, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to get right off the track on it. But today I woke up and I was dedicated, and I was for sure that today was going to be the first day I was going to do it. So as you might remember, last night we left off when I told you that I was going to make some curry. Well, I don't know. Did I tell you that? I can't remember. I'm too lazy to go look at the video anyway. But well, I did. I made this delicious Thai fresh green curry, courtesy of the people at the Whole Life Nutrition blog. They gave this recipe for it's a green curry, and it's so incredibly good. Oh my god. Well, let me go ahead and show it to you. This is just a little toy here. This is my Kindle that I got for Christmas this year. But if you check it out, oh, can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So doesn't that look delicious? It is seriously as good as it looks. It is the best. It's probably some of the best curry I've had. But it's really easy to make, as you see. It's not too it's not too complicated at all. All you do is you just go to the store and you just buy a ton of veggies, and you get some coconut milk, and you get some water, and you just stick it all into a blender, and you just blend it up, and you let simmer for 15 minutes, and then bam, you have fresh green Thai curry, and it is seriously amazing. Like my wife, she had some, and she was seriously impressed. I definitely earned some bonus points with that curry. So definitely, guys, if you're watching this, check it out. If you want to get some bonus points with your significant other, impress her, make that curry. It's delicious. I can go ahead. I'll put the link to this curry on the description, so anyone who's watching this can check it out and make it at home. But I went to the store, made that last night. I was busy cooking that, doing all this stuff, and I went to bed not last night, but this morning, and woke up, and I was dead tired. And as I said in my previous blog, that one of the main obstacles I faced in doing this was giving up caffeine. But I'm happy to say that it is 6:57 p.m. and I have had no coffee and no caffeinated tea. Am I tired? Yes, I'm pretty fucking exhausted, but you know what? I'm still pretty proud. I'm really glad that I did this. I'm glad that I'm kind of getting off of the caffeine train, because I don't think it's good to be, dependent on something to wake up, or dependent on something to feel good. It's an addiction. It's not good for you. You want to be able to feel healthy, vibrant. You want to feel all of that just naturally, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So. But I got up this morning, and I went to work, and I made myself this delicious oatmeal. It was an oatmeal with blueberries, almond butter, and honey, and it was the bomb. It was so good, and I had that, and I had myself a really nice cup of yogi tea, Egyptian licorice. If you guys haven't had that either, oh my god, drink that too. I'll put a link to that too on the description. It's so good, and it was perfect for waking up this morning. So I had that for breakfast, and it actually filled me up for pretty much the entire day. Speaking of, not to interrupt, but there's a little someone here who wants to say hi. That's Penny there. That's our dog. Penny, say hi. Say hi. She along with my wife, they're both my moral support in helping me out with this. And Penny is happy. Say bye, Penny. Penny is happy to be my moral support, so long as she gets the fish skins after we eat salmon. But we'll get to that later. But anyway, the oatmeal filled me up all this morning. I wasn't getting hungry until about 3.5 hours later, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's really good. It's a really good feeling breakfast, and so as I said last night, I made this curry, and I steamed some quinoa, and I made this curry, and I put it all over it, and packed some for lunch, and it was really good, as I said. And um, and I think it's funny though, because the one thing I noticed after lunch, everything was going fine. I was having a really good day, and I had this meeting, and let's just say is a work meeting. And after that meeting, I felt stressed. I felt angry, upset. I felt all these different emotions, not good emotions, more like just pissed off. And right after that, I wasn't craving sugar or anything like that for the entire day up until I had that meeting. After that meeting, I wanted some fucking like ice cream. Man, I just wanted to pig out. I wanted to go to McDonald's and get like an ice cream cone, like, the ones that are dipped in chocolate, and I just want to eat it. And it's so weird when it's something that I think we really don't notice that often when we get stressed out and we just want sugar. We want that bam. We want that hit of that, of that white little, powder. It's crazy, and I really was craving sugar up until dinner tonight. And I remember driving by McDonald's, just thinking, I can just go in there, dollar menu, I can just get a vanilla cone, and it'll be so good. But I resisted, and that's another victory for me. So doing pretty good today. But I got home, and still craving that sugar. But my wife made this delicious salmon with uh, with veggies and asparagus, not just steamed veggies. She made it with asparagus, and she made it with and we put quinoa, and we steamed some quinoa, and we put some earth balance on it, and we put some salt and pepper, and that was delicious. That was so good. Totally, like, as far as this, this is only the first day, but as far as this diet goes, the food is like ranks very high. It's so delicious. It's so good for you. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel, I feel exhausted. But that's only because I'm kicking the caffeine habit and I haven't had any today. But I don't feel bloated. I don't feel full. I don't feel gross. I don't feel sick. None of that. I feel kind of, for the caffeine or the caffeine withdrawal, I feel kind of invigorated. It's really cool stuff. So yeah, it's just, so far it's this diet has been really good. And the craziest thing that I just discovered was that I craved sugar right after that. With all that stress, all those emotions came, and like my body was like, dude, give me that sugar so I can feel better. And it's one of those things. I feel like when you really want something after a stressful event, like sugar, you just have to practice like pretty like you have to be really mindful about your eating habits. You have to really think about it and concentrate on it, and just think, wait, why am I feeling this way? Why do I want sugar so bad? What's behind this? And just dig deep into that emotion and just figure it out. Because I think a lot of people, me included, when we want something, we just go out and get it. We're just like, we don't give a shit. I'm gonna get what I want. It's that kind of rebellious streak. But I think before we say, before we're so certain that we're gonna go get it, and before we decide to go get it and go do it, we need to think, wait a minute, slow down. Slow down. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What is causing all these emotions and all these desires and wants and attachments to arise in me? And then just practicing compassion on yourself, when you're like, oh, the reason I want this is because I'm pissed off. The reason I want this is because I've had a bad day. The reason I want this is because I don't know, whatever reason you might have, because you got in a fight with a spouse, or you had a bad day at work, or when your kids mouthed off to you or something like that. I don't know. You just have to practice compassion. Just be like, it's okay. It's okay to desire this. It's okay to want it. There's nothing wrong with desiring something. If you think it's taboo, then you're just gonna go back and get it again. That's how it works. You always kind of want what you really can't get, or what you're not supposed to have. So, I think it's just, practice compassion on yourself when those feelings arise, and just think, there's a reason I want this, and that's okay. It's okay to want something. It's okay, but but you really have to practice mindfulness and understand why you want it. And then if you really do want something like yeah, that sounds good, that's fine. I'm not saying like just go get something if it sounds good. By all means, that's not what I'm saying. But if after exploring your own feelings, it's just because it sounds fun, it sounds good, then yeah, you can get it totally fine. But you have to be able to differentiate. I want this because it sounds good, versus I want this because it's gonna make me feel better. It's gonna satisfy this weird emotional need within me to make me feel to distract me from whatever else wrong is going on. You have to differentiate between the two, and when you realize why it is, just it's okay. Just love yourself. So anyway, that's just my spiel. But anyway, but we have a really good lunch lined up for tomorrow. I got my oatmeal packet ready, and my wife, she made we had salmon for dinner tonight, like I told you, and she cooked one more fillet, and she steamed some veggies, and she got and some broccoli, and we used the rest of the quinoa, and we're going to and she put some salmon on it, and it looks amazing. I'm freaking psyched. It looks so good. I can't wait to eat tomorrow. And it's like, I'm looking at the time. It's like, okay, I got like 17 more so I can have it. not really, but it looks pretty amazing. So anyway, day 1 so far has been a success, and I'm really looking forward to day 2. And what I'm looking forward most of is to get this, to be able to feel awake without having to have caffeine, which I think is going to take a couple of days to adjust. But once that happens, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So anyway, that's all from me. Thank you again for watching my video, and from me and from Penny, who you just met, and from all of us here, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.